All right, guys. So it's 2025 almost, and it's the perfect time actually to do some reflection before end of the year and set some new goals for the year, so you can be focused and driven throughout the whole of 2025. So why is it so important to set goals? Setting goals basically helps us focus on what is most important when things get overwhelming, hectic, and it keeps us grounded, and gives us direction. During the year, you're going to have a lot of setbacks and wins. You're going to be distracted with different things that are out of our plans, and goals basically helps us navigate during those time and gives us clarity on where we're trying to go throughout the year. So in this reflection time of the year, we want to basically realize some key wins and find mistakes and lessons that we've learned from 2024, and how we can build on top of that in 2025 and beyond. So in the video, I'm going to basically go over setting smart goals, inspired by Alex Hormozy. I have a couple of videos from him, and how he sets goals and how to take actionable steps in getting there. So in the video, I'm going to go over smart goals and giving actionable steps to achieving and trying to go for those goals actually. So um, goals gives us a direction, it gives us purpose. We want to make sure that the goal that we set, it has a meaning to us. Anyone can just set goals, but if it doesn't have a real meaning on why we're trying to achieve this, then it's not going to work. Whether if it's getting into a perfect shape, building your business to the next level, what's the real reason for that? You got to go a little deep. And when we can ask ourselves those hard questions, and ask why and what's the primary motivator towards those goals, then every time we wake up in the morning and we vision our goals and we read them, it's going to give us that extra motivation because it's tied to a feeling, it's something real. So yeah, remember to minimize the goals. One thing I do is set three goals this year that you think you can achieve and that means something to you. So it's very focused and driven. So um, pick three things and have your reasons for why it's important, and stick to those goals. Um, So you're gonna have challenges, obviously, when you go through the year. And one thing I did this year, which I'm really, a fan of, is the journaling. Journaling helps us keep us more focused, gives us more clarity, and you know, it, it it shows us different patterns on why we might not be as productive as we want to be, why certain setbacks happen, things like that. And just rereading a lot of those journal entry gives me a lot of clarity. So I think for 2025, I do recommend journaling, even if it's twice, three times a week. Will definitely help. So having a journal to reflect on the year is a powerful way to identify pattern and reflect on wins and failures. So yeah, start journaling for 2025. Do something too small. Write two, three lines per day, and then gradually build up upon that. And then habits. So setting the right habits is very important. What's the habit that's gonna take you to where you need to go? Because when we have a goal that's big, we need to have a foundation and then start those winning habits that's going to help us go to the goal. It's important to be aware. That's why journaling is very important. Being aware of the habits that you're in, the cycle that we're in, and um, what triggers certain emotions. Smart goal: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time factor. So having the why behind the goal, and why is it important for you, and then write the purpose statement. It's really about convincing yourself that this goal means something to you and it matters. And that's what it should. If like one of my goals is to really be distraction free for 2025. um, and what that will require is a lot of clarity why I'm trying to be distraction free. So the reason I want to be distraction free, the reason behind the goal is so I can achieve more and be more productive. and things like social media, Facebook, Instagram, those are all distraction at the end of the day. So you need to minimize a lot of the things that might be holding you back. And so that's one of my goals, to be distraction free and really be dialed in to what I'm trying to achieve. Anyone can create goals, but your goals need to have a meaning behind it. It should make you feel something and get you even more excited to achieve it. So when I think myself as distraction free, not indulging in dopamine indulging activities, it it gives me a sense of purpose, because I know that doing that will get me further ahead than most people will achieve in the year, because I have that extra hours to work more and be more efficient. So um, it's a sacrifice that will pay off, and I can see it paying off. So it gives me more motivation. Micro steps. You don't always have to be perfect, to be honest. Consistency is more important than the sprint. So think of it as a marathon. Figure out the 80-20 rule of your goal. So another one of my goals is to bring my business to 20K per month. And the way to achieve that is to the 80-20 rule of that would be creating more opportunities. So outreach, finding different avenues, more options for outreach. So I can, thinking about starting cold email campaigns, running ads, and more. And then, so the 80-20 really is outreach. So there's going to be days when you're feeling overwhelmed with your goals. And what you want to do is realize that outreach is the most important thing. So what you can do that day to move the needle forward. Let's say, that day I'm feeling very overwhelmed. I don't feel like doing any work, but I'm going to focus on doing maybe 50 outreach, because I know that's going to move me forward to my goal of 20K per month. So, and it's not about the money. It's really the person you become in the process. So, your goal could be really anything that has real meaning to you. And it's a transformation that happens once you achieve that goal. So setting a specific goal with the right action steps and realizing what's that one thing you can do that will keep moving the needle forward is how you want to really approach it. You also want to basically do weekly check-in on your goal. So it's something I like to do every Sunday. I reread the entries for my week, and I basically find the wins and what I can improve on, and then make a new adjusted goals for the next week. This way, you're more prepared. And weekly even might be, even if you don't do weekly, you want to do it every couple weeks or every month to make sure you're on the right track. Because rereading your goals every single day will just wire your brain to uh, know what's most important firstly, and it just becomes something natural when you're trying to go towards a big huge goal like this. So you will need to reread your goals every single day. So yeah, update your journal, do weekly reflection, and track your goals to make sure you're headed in the right direction. It's all about taking action. It's taking small action. Visualize yourself of achieving those goals, because once you really start to believe it, how you really increase the belief is through action. You basically do small action, and then you do more action. Eventually you see like you're going to keep going, where your momentum is very strong, and then just like autopilot from there. So make sure you're visualizing your goals and journaling and updating basically being very reflective. And I think this is something that we don't do. We are always so focused on work and stuff. Sometimes it's good to just reflect and basically do nothing. I'm not saying be lazy and don't work. Obviously, you have to work very, very hard, but sometimes you got to think and reflect, because if you're not on the right boat, you might be rowing hard as you can, but your boat has a leak in it, then it's not very productive, is it? So you need to reflect, see where um, the things that are holding you back, and could be bottleneck to your business, to your personal life, to your personal growth, and reflect on that and to make changes. So I hope you got something out of this video. It was a bit long, but it's very important to set goals for 2025, and setting smart goals that is achievable and has a timeline is a good way to start the year. I hope you guys have a wonderful, you know, holiday, and cheers to the New Year's, and wish the best of luck to everybody. See you.